Hello! In this video, we will explore how to enter master data or dimensions, the foundation of any model, into the Spreadym system. To do this, go to the Spreadym tab and click on Open MD. This will open the MD sheet, where we'll input all the master data for our future model. The rows and columns that are already present in the MD sheet are technical, so you should avoid trying to delete them. To start making changes in the MD sheet, we need to click the Start Edit Mode button. This ensures that only one person can work on the master data at a time. By clicking this button, you're essentially reserving the editing capability for yourself. Let's create our first dimension. Select the first available column as shown in the video, and in the field type row, choose the type EL. This is a mandatory field for any dimension where we list all the base elements that will be included. In the dimension name row, enter the name of the dimension. In the dimension field name row, input a unique name that will specifically characterize this field within the dimension. For the EL column, we usually use a naming convention: dimension name underscore name. In our example, this will be product underscore name. Next, we'll add elements to the dimension. You can enter them manually or copy them from other sources. There's also the option to integrate master data from external systems. Now let's make our dimension hierarchical. First, we add grouping elements to the column. By right-clicking, we can add rows specifically for the current dimension. Then, we need to create another column in the master datasheet called Parent. In this column, we must specify the immediate parent for each base element. We've now added the first dimension into the system. We've already prepared the other dimensions. I'll copy them now, and we'll explore additional capabilities available when entering master data. As you can see, we have dimensions for production site and region. They're essentially similar to the product dimension, so we won't dwell on them. However, the account and period dimensions are more interesting in structure. So let's examine them in detail. Here, besides the familiar field types EL and PAR, there are dimensions fields with the type subset. In these fields, you can specify only a portion of the dimension elements for use in input or reporting forms. For example, we've set up separate subsets for input forms for revenue, cost of goods sold, commercial, and administrative expenses to prevent irrelevant accounts from appearing in these forms. In the periods dimension, we've utilized additional features. For instance, the alias field allows you to set element names different from those specified in the EL field. We used this field to assign full month names for output reporting forms, while in input forms, we'll use the abbreviated base names. There's also the option to populate a dimension field using Excel formulas. In the formula row, you need to enter a formula that will automatically propagate to all rows of the dimension. In our case, we wrote a formula to determine whether a period belongs to the plan or actuals. Now this attribute is generated automatically. That concludes our lesson. In the next video, we'll see how to create a data entry form and report in Spreadym.